Startup Podcast page is co-produced by One CFO, Credit Hero, Y Spaces, Simp, Tuala, Gig Genius, Schooltech Bedfolio, and Red Circle Global. Check out our partners in the description.
Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, inspiring more Filipino entrepreneurs and innovators. Live tayo ngayon dito sa Virspacio, actually our first time here. And we have ArkoTech Space Solutions. Very exciting space. I want to learn actually more of that. Kung ano ba yung mga innovations that we're actually doing in the space. space. We have the founder of ArkoTech, Cenon. Hello, Cenon. Kamusta?
Hi, thank you for having me. Yeah, it's my first time having a podcast like this. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, tsaka, well, ako personally, I really want to know more about space, specifically. Of course, I know space, asteroids, wow. Mercury, Venus, Earth, planets, etc. I mean, that. But I think broader pa siya dun eh. I think much broader. So, yeah, I think I let you do the introduction na lang sa startups, ArkoTech Space Solutions. So, sige, Cenon. Ano nga ba ang ArkoTech Space Solutions?
Yeah, from the word ArkoTech, the Arko is the gateway.
Arko.
So, tech. So, we position ourselves na kami yung papasok ng mga international companies na space experts to Philippine industry. Yung part namin is we are the local integrators for those companies.
Okay.
To have a business here in Philippines, to invest in startups, to do business with the government.
Okay.
Industry partnership.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's ArkoTech is a business and ecosystem development company. Yeah, hindi lang siya business trading.
Okay. Pero actually may very big question na dito eh. Kasi I think I'll go straight forward. Baka medyo controversial to sa iba. Pero Philippines is a developing country. Napapanahon nga ba that we go into the space industry na? Tsaka, is it the right time? Is it the right place even? Is it the right space? Ayun, sige.
Yeah. Knowing that there's Elon Musk, the SpaceX, the whole world is very inspired by him. Hindi lang government yung nakakagawa ng space technologies, innovation, exploration, even private companies. Yung individual people can also contribute in their own small way, but SpaceX sobrang massive. In terms of Philippines, yes, we are very, very late. Even our neighbors are also into space na ngayon. Some of them have launched satellites already. We also have a few pa lang. We also have.
Yeah, I see. I think mga government projects yung iba sila I forgot the name. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, sa PhilSA.
Yeah, PhilSA.
Philippine Space Agency. They've been doing a lot for the past 10 years simula sa DOST ASTI.
Yeah.
And then naging PhilSA na ngayon, standalone. So yung PhilSA is like 5 to 6 years pa lang. So it's very, very in the beginning stage pa lang din, like a startup. But they've been going around the world, doing partnerships with other governments, and very exciting time to be in this space. So, nung nalaman ko may possibility na magkaroon na ng local manufacturing ng satellites with Space Agency, I started bidding na for the parts, for the components for the satellites, and yeah, they're set up sa PhilSA. And then, with that, yun yung previous na, existing startup ko, which is MSP, Machine Spare Parts. That's for, another business. Yun yung main ko talaga. But for this space industry, kailangan may sarili kang focused company. So I started this ArkoTech.
Still filling out loan applications for your business?
Yeah, thought so.
Save your time. Grow your business. With Credit Hero, one online application gets you loan offers from multiple lenders. Apply for a business loan now. Visit credithero.com.
Sigot ko lang muna yung question na what's your background? I mean, how do you know about this stuff?
Ever since mahilig ako sa space, mga space movies, mga Star Wars, di ba?
Actually, meron akong favorite movie. I'm pretty sure you know this, na space, yung Armageddon. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Si Bruce Willis?
Yeah, tsaka yung song na what's that song?
Armageddon.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Oh, di ba yun?
Yeah.
Armageddon yung title.
Yeah, Armageddon title movie. But anyway, one of my favorites. Tsaka yun, the core ata. But that's not space, that's Earth. Pero,
Yung Earth.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So for my background is manufacturing, plastic manufacturing, my family business. And then yun, I ventured into MSB, yung industrial parts trading, is because yung sa procurement namin sa manufacturing, I want to make sure na walang kick-off yung mga employees, mga purchasers. So I check them and then buti naman wala naman may kickback, wala naman they're good naman, even lower pa yung price na nakita nila. So okay. But yeah, I continued the business for 5-6 years na ngayon. And then now ArkoTech is started February.
So parang interest in space. And then you have parang business din. I mean, background din somehow, no, in the machines, and then parang na-combine lang din yung Anyway, I want to lang din, yung what you said kanina about kay Elon Musk. Kasi tama nga, parang before, NASA, government. Diba, NASA is government, right? Government ay may hawak sa space exploration, pagpapalipad ng mga rockets. And then dumating nga yung panahon na nagkaroon private company which is SpaceX, no? Tama ba? Yung kay Elon Musk. And what if, I'm not sure if ito yung direction talaga ni ArkoTech, more countries can have their own space initiatives. Pero that's my next question. Kasi pag space talaga isipin mo, asteroids, rockets, astronaut, diba? Yun lang ba talaga ang space or parang meron siyang mas practical use? If I remember, I saw before na yung sa PhilSA nga, parang may space applications for weather, for agriculture even, I'm not sure. So, meron ba siyang parang mas practical use for Philippines? Like, something like that?
Right. For business owners, you mean, yung mga startup?
Yes.
Where do they enter the spaces? So, for me, sa ArkoTech, maraming pathways. If you go the Elon Musk way, super heavy capital yun. You can't do that yet. So, first entry would be whatever the government is currently using, which is the mga satellite data, which is yung for the weather forecast, yung mga geological studies, marine monitoring, survey.
Just to be clear, is it possible na parang private company yung gagawa ng satellite na gagamitin ng government? May parang pwede ibenta or for rent or something like that? Parang ganun ba?
Yeah, but you need a license for that. You need to secure a license now, which is mahal, and you need access to that. Yeah.
Tsaka interesting, kasi ito yung usapin din ng parang the regularization sa government ba or sa private ba. Baka may perks na yun nga, space tech companies. Space is not just like parang research ng government, kundi innovation and technology and talagang somehow business ng mga enterprises, no? So baka ma-multiply yung space industry and yung use nga niya, yung monitoring, something like. But
right now kasi is yung space tech industry sa Philippines, since wala pa, but all the industries like robotics, yields, mga mechanical engineer, AI developers, mga ganyan, kasama yan lahat sa AI, sa space industry in their own way. And for us, we partnered, yung sa ArkoTech kasi is more on partnerships and collaboration. We don't do the exact so we plan, we coordinate, we do the vision, and make sure the revenue or the opportunities come into our business.
But that's actually very exciting. Parang kayo yung bridge. Hanap ng Philippine problem or use case. Hanap ng maybe existing na
experts provider.
Yes, parang in Japan nga, medyo marami. So, and then help them enter the Philippine industry and help them solve those problems and help them earn as well because it's a business. Tama ba? So how do you do that parang bridging? And you said nga binubuo yung community and yung ecosystem. So ano yung parang larger or ano yung talaga execution kumbaga?
Right. Firstly, yung natutunan ko is you need to secure MOU first.
memorandum
of understanding or agreement. And NDA also with these space companies. Because lahat actually is very confidential. They don't want to share actually basta-basta, but they're willing to collaborate. So the space, what I like about space is very genuine yung mga tao. I like the industry because wala yung mga sleazy sales people, yung mga ganyan. They're very genuine to help collaborate. Yeah. What was the question again sa
what is the execution? I want to ask on the Philippine side, for example, how do you find problems? How do you find yung mga possible end users? And have you, and what are these, for example? And then yung sa may supplier side, I think you have experience na, you have gone out there na, you have talked with some partners. Paano rin nangyayari yun, kumaya?
So yung sa first revenue strategy namin, because going into rocket and satellite development is a heavy capital and wala pang revenue dyan. So our first entry is satellite imaging
For sino? For
government. So PhilSA or
for mapping, ganun.
si Department of Agri, MMDA, DENR.
For ano nga,
Yung mga ganong use.
even for ano, no, yung parang, I see parang mapping
Mapping.
and traffic, ewan ko, parang ganun ba? Yeah. Okay.
Saka waste management, where does the trash go? Or pag may disaster, ano nangyari before and after? So may study dun. And then the insurance companies can have a truth. Nasira ba talaga bahay mo?
So andun din sa data side, no? Parang,
So yun yung may need. So we identified the need first, existing na pinagagastusan na ng government using satellite, space, tapos we partner with certain company to supply that, to bid for the government.
so ano magiging benefit nun sa government? Will it be cheaper or will it be more effective? Or, I mean, bakit pa, if they're doing it now, bakit pa magpapasok sa ng ArkoTech? I mean,
Right. So sa ngayon, it's very expensive to purchase images sa mga ibang country. That's why PhilSA is building their own satellite. But it needs to be a constellation, multiple satellites, hindi lang isa. Pero yung ibang country, they have hundreds, thousands of satellites already. So sa ngayon, is more commercially cheaper to get images from them.
Baka yung ginagawa, somehow, yung ginagawa ng government daw, parang compare mo sa startup, journey na parang validation stage. Isa man lang, I mean, paunti-unti. Validate na may need nga, may use nga for satellite imaging. But once ma-find out na may business case and may problem talaga na solve, if you want to scale or multiply the capacity, that's the time na hihiram tayo na suppliers abroad maybe kasi mas established na rin yung production nila and yung execution nila at a bigger scale. Yeah. Is that right?
And hopefully magawa natin dito sa Philippines para yung tawag dito yung mga technical people natin magstay. So like retaining talent and high salary.
Yeah.
Yun. So bring
and
your manufacturer here.
I see. Actually much bigger discussion pa to. Actually, though, some people, I have actually, one I interviewed dito sa podcast, before he went to Japan to study space something, Pero parang talaga research siya. And actually, co-faculty ko siya sa UP, And then, I think, if babalik pa siya sa Pilipinas, inisip ko rin ano magiging trabaho niya? Ang trabaho lang niya, yun dun lang, sa PhilSA lang, or something. Pero kung magkaroon ng industry, space research, space innovation, space tech, kasi may use case nga talaga, may commercial value, di ba? It can also, yung mga matatalinong tao natin and engineers, hindi na, if they really want space, like you pala, if you really want space, hindi ka na aalis. There can be opportunities sa Pilipinas, unless kung talagang gusto mo ng space exploration na, sa other space, no?
Yun nga. Yun yung part ng ecosystem building. Because there's no business yet. We don't have parang forecast for any business revenue yet. Aside from yung images, satellite images, we need to build it from scratch. Yung space tech side. Yeah.
Pero ano rin, no? Correct me if I'm wrong, kasi ang nakikita ko sa SpaceX, it's the biggest company that ata by valuation. Kasi, Elon Musk is the richest kasi, diba? So, I'm thinking SpaceX is one of the biggest company by valuation. Pero may business model nga ba talaga ang SpaceX? May revenue model nga ba talaga ang SpaceX? Kasi, space exploration, anong revenue model mo dyan?
Sa ngayon, wala pa.
Diba? Oh.
They are their own customers din eh. For their satellites. So, yung rocket is getting revenue from their satellites Starlink.
Starlink pa pala.
Tas yung Starlink, meron pang battery factory, may solar.
Sila din. Kaya siya may solar.
And then may robotics. Siya din ang ng rockets. So, yung rocket industry niya, yung business niya, maraming client with their own ecosystem.
Speaking of Starlink, no? So, pwede pala with this ArkoTech Space Solutions, magkaroon ng Philippine Starlink, may improve yung internet natin.
For that, matagal pa yun. We don't go there because masyado na established. We go into IoT. Because there's different satellites naman, you don't need to go into communication agad na satellite. You can do IoT, mga Earth observation, mga camera. So you go that route, not the communication. Yeah.
I think in this space, mahalaga ang long-term partnerships. Parang very different to sa ibang startups na parang very transactional or parang very, sales nga, no? What do you think of that? Na parang dito kasi kay ArkoTech, talagang long-term yung mga partnerships dito eh. Long-term collaborations with the supplier side, even with the government side, yung user side. So, do you have like parang, what are your thoughts on that? And parang meron ka bang strategies or parang ano yung approach mo and ng ArkoTech towards that?
Actually, space industry is very, very slow.
I imagine.
Partnerships and revenue, matagal sobra. Like, lahat, you're talking about years, not days, months, weeks. Years talaga. Even securing a MOU takes 1 to 2 weeks or a month. Kasi may mga drafts changes pa yan.
Baka more pa eh. More pa eh.
Currently, we're undergoing a joint venture with 2 companies, local companies, and Japan company. Yun, mga 3-4 months na in the making. Yun pa lang. And then, we'll do feasibility study pa to go into investing on the bigger project. Yung ground station, antenna ground station. So, yun yung first infrastructure business na legit na business aside from yung satellite image. Kasi yung ground station is not only for local service. You supply global market. So, yung mga satellite operators, they need downlink or uplink communication with their satellite. Whenever they pass sa Philippines, they need a communication with their satellite. So sa Southeast Asia, kulang yung ground station. Which is sa Philippines sana gagawin, majority sana.
Bakit sa Philippines?
Maganda yung location natin.
Talaga?
Maraming dumadaan sa atin dito.
Baka yan ikayaman ng Pilipinas
But the policies, yung government, kaya yung mga investors nahihirapan pumasok sa Philippines. We're trying to fix that.
Maganda talaga yung location ng Pilipinas. Kasi,
venture,
kung balikan mo na history, no? Age of exploration. Lumakas yung mga bansa kasi they were the monopolies ng exploration, for example, or yung mass production, industrial revolution. Baka tayo pala yung makamonopolize or something dahil maganda location natin ng
sana. Yeah. But the hub would be Singapore pa din. For Singapore, doon pa rin yung conjunction ba tawag? Yeah, doon pa din I see. But Philippines would have rocket launches because yung sa right natin is Pacific.
Sa Leyte? Para dito pa meron sa
Cagayan first.
Cagayan Valley.
I see. Yun yung first. So, pag nag-launch tayo, wala tayong tatamaan. Because China, Korea, Japan, ganyan pag nag-launch sila, possibly malaki na tamaan yung mga debris. Yeah, pag tayo, wala tayong, mas mura dito because yung insurance, it's heavy industry sa space is insurance. Wala tayong tatamaan. So, low cost yung insurance natin.
In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today. Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more.
Ang ganda ng usapan to at saka very different nga talaga sa usual startups na parang mag-validate ng product by selling or if someone buys. Dito parang very large talaga yung kailangan isipin eh.
Kasi existing na siya eh. You just need to apply it here.
Tsaka parang balik dun kay Elon Musk na kunwari yung rocket ship launching or space exploration, it's like an investment eh. But parang binabayaran siya ng somehow ng mundo para mag-explore. Parang yun yung, in what I interpret
Right.
parang nagabayad yung mga tao for hope. For hope. And that's what I see. Dito rin kunwari yun nga, yung Philippines mag-provide ng parang space, the area for launching. Or yun, maging siya, parang connection siya, no? So, parang siya, it's a very, very, very long investment. I don't think this will be like really revenue earning in 5 years or baka nga in 10 years. What do you think?
Yun nga, in terms of revenue, the shortest is the satellite of your analytics.
But is that big? Is that big? Parang kakayanin ba niya malaki?
Yeah, hundreds of millions pa rin in a year. I see. Yeah, maraming need yung government natin.
Oh, I see.
Kasi very prone tayo sa disaster. And security sa border natin sa maritime. So yun yung one of the biggest budgets din.
Oo nga.
Security and safety. Mga disaster.
Pero at the end of the day, government yung customer mo. Parang ganun yung mangyayari.
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Tapos after that, ground station naman, which is the infrastructure you need, and also the data centers.
Data, okay.
Which is tayo yung hub sa Asia for data centers.
Okay.
Kasi from the US and Canada, ganyan, yung mga kable, sa Philippines na daan before kumala sa Asia. So tayo pa rin yung hub. Plus yung ground station, kailangan ng data center. So it's hand in hand. So after that, tsaka na yung mga satellite development, rocket development. Next pa yun.
Ganda. Ang galing, may roadmap.
But for now, yung mga space tech entrepreneurs, they can enter. They could get funding from other companies, mga European companies. They're looking for mga technology pull. Yeah. Even India, Japan.
And then operate here,
Lalo na Japan, kulang sila ng young people.
Oo nga, no?
They need our tech.
Ang galing na-open yung eye ko na very rich industry ito, potentially. And very fortunate na ng ArkoTech for stepping agad dito sa na ito.
Wala pa, wala pa nga revenue, magastos sila.
Pero ang ganda ng roadmap, no? It's a business roadmap nga talaga na yun, satellite imaging, that part to be revenue generating. And then unti-unti mapunta sa larger, yun sa data centers. And then yung larger pa na parang sa exploration side or rocket launching side na. So, it's very big pala actually. Now, ang tanong ko naman, medyo mas personal, knowing that this is such a big and possibly difficult venture, why? Bakit? Tanong ko rin to sa mga startup founders eh. Hindi madali mag-startup, di ba? It's really, So, bakit Cenon?
Yeah. For me, this is my third startup. Yung first few ventures ko is, it's good business, but it's not that exciting. But I see the potential. But for this space, very big potential and exciting. Yeah. It's in my line na of my interest.
Talaga, Elon Musk, Pero ongoing pa rin yung other,
Yeah.
So,
Complementary naman siya.
yeah.
Kasi space tech, yung pang industrial parts ko na trading could supply the space technology.
Tsaka to be fair, to be practical lang din sa, we talk practically din dito sa startup podcast. Some founders kasi, they go to startups without money or without, kumaga, incomes. At least ito, somehow, you're safe somehow, no?
Sa previous.
Because of the previous startup. So, wag naman, pero kung risk talaga to eh. Mag-fail, ganyan, di ba? At least you have some, some... Pero, what do you see, practically, na parang magiging challenges na pinaka i-overcome mo dito sa ArkoTech? What do you think?
Capital
Capital.
mainly, and your vision. Kailangan it's big enough that investors would be interested in the first place. Kasi kung 1 million lang yung target mo, walang mag-i-invest sa'yo. If you target a billion, 10 billion, marami nang lalapit sa'yo.
Tsaka Elon Musk style talaga. Feeling ko si Elon Musk ang galing niya ng vision eh. Lahat na niya eh. Nadadala niya eh.
Yeah.
So,
And yun nga, kailangan maghanap ka ng partners bigger than you. Yeah. And for me, I'm the business development side and my partners are the construction side and yung may license. So with us three, kami na yung parang gateway in that sense. Yeah.
Oh, do you see so your team right now do you see in the near future na magkakaroon ng parang a larger team, kumbaga a larger team operating this and maybe parang a factory or something like that?
Yeah. So sa satellite development pa lang, that could be a 2,000 square meter factory.
Saan? Kung may nakikita ka lang na
Sa ngayon is Pampanga yung target.
Clark, ganun.
No, dun area. Or Cavite.
Sa mga
Then also
industrial.
Cagayan. So, yeah, yun yung mga spaces.
It can provide jobs nga rin sa mga tao dun.
Yeah, pag meron na, yeah. They would need a lot of engineers.
Yeah.
In different fields, hindi lang isang mechanical engineering or electrical.
Grabe.
Would need robotics, AI lalo na. Yeah.
Grabe, exciting
opportunity.
Exciting, grabe. I mean,
Isa talaga.
Yeah. Yun din, for a startup founders, sometimes, very exciting. Ako, excited na ako ngayon eh. Pero, really, you have to go step by step.
Yeah, madugo talaga. And kahit na mataas patience mo, tataasan mo pa. Very slow ang space industry. Yeah. Lalo na sa Philippines.
Nabanggit mo lang kanina about sa investors, no? So, are you looking for like big investors in the Philippines ba? Or ano rin talaga? Parang abroad? I mean, for international, investors?
International.
Okay. And you spoke then about the vision. Pero ano nga ba talaga yung pinaka-vision ni ArkoTech? I mean, we talked about the roadmap eh. Pero yung parang mas advocative or parang mas siguro yung madadala mo yung mga buong Pilipinas, for example.
Yun yung kailangan to have a big vision is to do it nationwide. Hindi lang pwedeng one company na tama lang. Walang mag-i-invest sa'yo eh. Kailangan is a national thing, big enough for investors to be interested. So yeah, in terms of yung talent, retaining the talent, yun one big thing na yun that could help the country. And yung mga OFW, hindi na kailangan umalis.
Engineers, no? Yung mga construction engineers, mga civil engineers even, na nasa Middle East. Sa Cagayan na lang.
Yeah. Ang dami natin talented people pero umaalis. Then, yung mga nag-aaral sa PhilSA, yung mga nag-graduate sa scholarship program nila for space, aerospace, after that, wala, napupunta sila sa data center or telco or walang space industry to absorb them right now. So, we need to build that.
Now I see your vision.
Yeah, sayang eh. Sobrang sayang yung talent or mag-abroad sila. Sayang. But it's a good thing then if mag-abroad sila because when they come back, they're very experienced na. Yeah.
Tsaka ang vision mo rin talaga, aside from the roadmap, first of all, ang ganda ng roadmap kanina no? Pero yung to really build the space industry in the Philippines. And I think that's enough to pique the interest of many investors. Kasi imagine, Pilipinas nga, ang laki ng population.
Yeah.
And talent. So, ang dami pwedeng ma-utilize and parang untapped potential siya na even for investors, pwede palang and for them to be fair, ma-multiply yung capital nila, di ba? Pag na-tap talaga yung potential ng talents and ng mabuo yung industry, kumbaga, sa Pilipinas. You mentioned lang about AI, no? I'm curious lang. I'm very curious lang. Kasi usong-uso si AI ngayon di ba?
Yeah.
With Claude Code, ChatGPT. So, paano exactly ang AI? Yeah.
It's a story on its own, but basically yung mga satellites natin, there are so many na in orbit. They have to avoid each other. So right now is tao lang yun nagmamanage because they can forecast where it hits or mag-close encounter.
Okay.
So in the future, they would apply AI na para sarili na sila mag-avoid.
Baka mangyari naman yun, yung mga satellites kung may buhay na or develop.
Yeah, it's scary but yun yung kailangan eh. Kasi right now is 4,000 ba yung satellites? It would reach up to 100K in the next 10 years. So hindi na kaya ng tao yun i-manage. Yeah.
Gusto ko din munang balikan yung Philippines ulit. Kasi like you, I believe so much in the Philippines. And I think many of our startup fathers din talaga, no? Kaya nga we choose to stay here in the Philippines. Pero alam naman natin na hindi madali yun. Alam naman natin na very talented ang mga Pilipino, meron tayong mga certain na mga sakit or society. Parang kaya natin mag-international level eh. Kaya natin individually. Pero parang as a nation, nahihirapan tayo eh. And yung space, it's a very big industry nga in the whole world. So, I'm pretty sure wala ang Pilipinas sa mapa ng space industry kumbaga ng mundo.
Known na, but
Known
na meron.
I know na meron, yes. Yes. Pero parang kumbaga, yung contributions and yung parang advancements parang or sila, correct me if I'm wrong.
Wala pa, but sinasabi ng ibang country is we're playing a big role for the whole industry ng space.
Okay.
Yeah, yung Philippines.
Sige, so yun. So, what do you think yung kailangan mangyari para talaga ma-play natin yung role na yun and ma-lock in natin na we're a key player, kumbaga.
Kasi Philippines won't be the leader eh.
Okay.
I'm thinking, but what we can do is to support the leaders.
Okay.
Which is yung mga Japan, US, Europe, diba? Sila, India, China. What we can do is just to support through talent, like BPO, ganyan. But BPO na take over na AI, possibly, ganun din sa space. Some sectors would be affected by AI also. But yung mga nag-code ng AI, yung mga nagde-develop ng AI, dun papasok yung talent. Yeah. And other than that, more on innovation naman, space technology development, dapat local. Made locally. But some technologies mahirap talaga like chips. Mahirap talaga yun. So,
mahirap i-bit yung scale lalo na, I think. Yung
even to source the materials, wala pa tayong national na mining for that mga materials. So basically hindi talaga pwede.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pero ang ganda no, kung BPO for space. So parang space BPOs. Makita mo sa Ortigas, makita mo sa Clark, makita mo sa Cebu, Davao. May mga BPO. Actually not BPO per se. Pero parang outsourcing. Kumbaga na-outsource yung mga certain space services, no? And yung developers, no? I think that's very plausible na people in the Philippines develop code for space programs, something like that.
Analytics din.
Analytics, yeah. Tsaka at the end of the day, we have people, we have space, the area, and ayun nga, we have a good location. So I think we can actually be somehow a key player. Parang in the sense na sa Industrial Revolution world, yung nagko-control ng manufacturing, yung may factories, parang maybe in the space revolution, kung may ganun man, kung mangyari man yun, somehow key tayo because we hold a large bunch ng talent, ng people, ng developers, analysts, and the place to do that, kumbaga.
So going back to yung BPO, wag na siguro puntahan yon because yun nga, baka ma-take over ng AI.
Okay. Yeah.
So, saying that as a metaphor ba? Like that, service-based businesses. Rather than yung leading the way for the world, yata eh. Ewan ko lang. But yung sa Philippines as a geological dito, yung yung parang okay siya na place, preferred location siya.
I'm thinking strategic, geographically strategic.
Yeah. For rocket launches because we're near equator. Saya country, near equator.
Pero hindi pa ako nung recently lang, missile lang to, yung parang sa summer ba or later yung may launch doon na missile. Parang di ba nakakapanik din sa mga tao?
There's early warnings naman.
Yeah. Pero pwede nga kung I think, well, let's say Samar, Cagayan Valley, or baka nga sa yung mga islands pa na mas I'm not sure. Pero it can be. And although nakakapanik siya, parang pride din, no? Parang nakaka-proud din somehow for Pilipinas. Bukod kay Manny Pacquiao, bukod sa Bini, proud tayo na sa atin nagla-launch ng mga rockets or spaceships. Ayun, sige, Cenon, actually, ganda ng usapan, sobra.
Marami pa to.
Part 2 tayo for sure.
Yeah.
Pero I think this is a good introductory or parang good pahapyaw sa kung ano ba yung ginagawa ni ArkoTech to. Isang question lang, mas personal, pero what motivates you talaga? Di ba personal talaga? Your pinaka-personal na, I mean, question ko kanina, hindi madali mag-startup, lalo na to, space startup. Pero what really pushes you to do the grind, kumbaga?
Right. Sa moon, dati gustong-gusto ko na, sige, makapunta tayo sa moon, sana. But in reality, sobrang harsh pala dun. Huwag na lang. But I want to make it happen na magkaroon ng moon colony or Mars colony. Sobrang tagal, but for me, I want to speed things up.
Oh.
I want to see it within my Yun lang.
Oh, I see.
Meet Lala, a freelancer who chose Gig Genius. Unlike many platforms that make freelancers pay just to apply, Gig Genius was built to put skills first, not spending. No pay-to-apply barriers, no bidding fees, just safer opportunities through dual system verification. Ready to experience the difference? Visit giggenius.io and join Gig Genius today.
Education is evolving, and so are we. Introducing SchoolTech by Edfolio, your all-in-one school management solution. Built for schools of all sizes, SchoolTech bridges the gap between school and learning management. Driven by passion, SchoolTech makes educational technology accessible, affordable, and easy to use for schools everywhere. With an integrated approach, SchoolTech simplifies management across different departments and enhances efficiency in operations. SchoolTech transforms the way schools manage, teach, and learn. SchoolTech, taking school management solutions to the next level.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com, guided by one of our top experts.
Larger philosophical discussion pa to eh. I mean, first of all, baka makapaglagay tayo ng Philippine flag sa moon, ano?
Oo.
Pero, kaya feeling ko nadadala ni Elon Musk yung lahat ng tao with the vision of hope. Kasi, yung sabi niya na parang, kailangan ng Pilipinas maging multi-planetary species. Kasi, what if may malaking asteroid and wipe out ang human population? So, kailangan talaga ng ganun para mapagpatuloy yung human development, human society. So, and I think, with ArkoTech, wow.
Hindi man ganun ka-grand.
Yeah.
Yung...
But, I mean, with these initiatives, kung marami to eh, diba? Pwedeng may masama mangyari. Who knows, in our lifetime, makalipad ka na. Nga, papuntang...
Sige, punta ka muna mamaya.
Oh, yun nga eh. Hindi, diba, meron na yung mas usual na yun, mas casual na yun sa mga ibang businessmen ngayon eh. Parang, So, baka, parang, imbes na pupunta akong Pasay, punta akong MOA. Ay, pupunta ako muna. Ganyan lang.
Right now kasi is intercontinental.
Ay, yun.
Next time is interplanetary.
Yung
travel, yung naming joint venture is Atlas Interstellar Infrastructure. Interstellar na to.
Uy, pero sorry, medyo mag-overtime na tayo. Pero kung Cebu Pacific, PAL, diba, they took over that place kasi sila yung nauna sa intercontinental nga. Unahan na ng ArkoTech yung interplanetary. I mean, it's kind of absurd, pero who knows? Diba, ganun din naman dati sa Cebu Pacific, sa PAL, yung airplane industry, diba, yung Wright brothers, parang pinagtatawanan sila, pero sila yung nauna. Malay mo, diba, ArkoTech makauna sa interplanetary travel. Edi okay.
Well, geographically, hindi ko sure if that would happen. Okay. Yung big kasi na Starship, yata kaya dito sa Philippines, I'm not sure. But if maggawa si Elon Musk dito ng rocket, ganun kalaking rocket to launch here, edi masaya. But for me, Philippines would have suborbital rocket only. For orbit lang ng Earth.
Okay.
But for orbital, that's good for business. Experiments.
Tsaka field trip, para makita yung Earth mula sa labas.
Field trips.
Pero parang yung may airplane sakto. Comparison ng helicopter to airplane or parang yung maliliit na airplane to mga large craft na airplane. Parang May ganoon din siguro sa rockets, no? Yung mga malalaki talaga, tsaka yung mga mas
Airstrip.
maliliit.
Yeah.
Oo. Yeah, sa airstrip.
Yeah.
Ayun, sige. Thank you very much, Cenon. Grabe, ang ganda ng usapan. Gusto ko ng part 2. I'm so excited na.
Mahaba pa to.
Anyway, if our listeners want to know more about you or ArkoTech, if they baka meron dyang space enthusiast or space expert who want to join or want to partner up or maybe company, baka ma-search nga rin sa YouTube, ma-search sa Google si ArkoTech. So, how can they get more information? How can they contact you?
Yeah. So we have a website, ArkoTechSpaceSolutions.com. Primarily sa Facebook kami and LinkedIn also sa ArkoTech Space Solutions. Other than that, for mga events, we're planning to do Space Fun Run event this December sa UP Diliman.
Huh?
We're still doing the planning. Yeah, but tuloy yun. So the next year, may space conference, exhibition, with partnership with Japan. So regional lang muna, not super international na with US, UK, ganyan. Asia lang muna. Southeast Asia lang muna. Yeah. Tapos next time, bigger sana.
Yeah. And by the way, thank you din pala, no, ArkoTech is one of our partners that support the podcast. And I hope Start the Podcast din can really help share and spread this vision. Kumbaga, yung mga ginagawa ni ArkoTech. Kasi the space industry is not just a startup. It can actually be an industry, a big industry that can really help the Philippines nga,
Collaborate.
and the whole world actually.
Yeah, collaboration and partnerships talaga is the key. Yeah.
Collaboration and partnerships is the key. Ayun. Thank you very much, Cenon. Grabe, ganda ng usapan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to our 66 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Cloud CFO. Cloud CFO provides expert accounting, tax, and payroll services for SMEs and startups using smart technology to deliver actionable financial insights. ArkoTech Space Solutions. ArkoTech provides ground station services, space data analytics, and technology supplies to grow the Philippines' role in the global space ecosystem. DVCode Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain, smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Argum AI makes smarter decisions by presenting both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by Implement. Turn content into opportunity. Grow deeper connections and earn more. Only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.implement.co. School of Profits. Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform, HustlePH. Smile Checks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloverly, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body Beauties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. Wonderbrand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. This episode is powered by Pareto Consulting, Josie AI, Uplift Code Comp, Board Prep, Kanzen Barley, East Point Business Outsourcing Services, Filipina Home-Based Moms, Hex Colony, Jur.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Sugbudok, Agacon Aquafeeds Juan Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the link in the description.